Yo, it's Real 92.3. LA's known for hip hop. Bootleg Kevin, DJ Head.
West Coast.
Special guest in the building. Skinny from the 9 is here.
What's up? What's up?
You live up to your name.
Yeah.
You're skinny, bro. I used to be like you. One day you're gonna get this dad bod though.
Yeah.
I've been eating healthy, like salads and like fruits and like.
That's why you look young.
Yeah.
So you eat fruit like, because I remember.
No, I just started like last.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So once you start popping, you start doing that vegan shit.
You
know
see
what
how
I mean?
you try to extra it out though? Like, I be eating fruits and
24
berries
hours
and shit.
put me on the vegan.
Shout out 24
Shout out
hours,
24
man.
hours.
Yo, straight up. Hey, so first of all, let's start with your name, Skinny from the 9. It's a very grandiose name. Where'd you get this name?
There's like a few reasons why I have this name. I mean, like I'm gonna just go through all of them.
Okay, go ahead, man.
One is the obvious, like I'm skinny.
You're a skinny guy.
Like I was skinnier in school,
Right.
like back in like high school.
Damn.
But so like I was this is like when A$AP Rocky was like really really popping. Like that's like when I was in high school. That's what everybody was listening to. Like when I was a freshman, it was like Mac Miller, A$AP Rocky,
course.
Wiz Khalifa.
Of course.
Like that's what everybody.
That was the
listening to.
wave.
Where'd you go to school?
I went to Somerville High School. I'm from Somerville, New Jersey.
Shout out Jersey.
But I was born in Florida, Hialeah, Florida / Miami, Palmetto Hospital.
Okay.
So yeah, but I was raised in Jersey. So I lived there since I was like 12 years old. But so A$AP Rocky, he had dropped a song called "Long Live A$AP." I remember that.
Yeah, of course.
And at the end of the song, he was like, "Pretty nigga rich, Flacco be the shit in your bitch." Yeah. So this is like when Twitter was like. Everybody in high school followed each other like on all social media, like Facebook, Twitter. So I put my Twitter name as like Skinny Nigga Rich to be funny because like he had said Pretty Nigga Rich and like I was just like trolling. I guess I was trolling before trolling was a thing. So and then when I went to school the next day, everybody was calling me Skinny Nigga Rich, like just to be funny. So like I never got to get away from like the skinny part stuck with me.
Just stuck with you.
Yeah, like everyone would just always call me skinny like from then on, no matter what I did. So that kind of just stuck with me. But like I knew, and I was making music. Like
You were making music in high school?
Yeah, I always made music.
Okay.
And so I knew that there was like other skinnies like in the world.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I'm not
of
the only
course.
one. So I had to add something to it, and like I wanted it to be like where I'm from. So from the 9, I'm from New Jersey, and the area code in my town is 908.
You bet.
So I took like
Gotcha.
9. So Skinny from the 9.
That makes sense, man. It makes a lot of
Hey,
sense.
you know what? You put a lot of thought into that. I appreciate that. Most people was like, you know what? I'm gonna be a little two-tone.
This shit sounded cool.
Like, wait, what the
There's
fuck?
a fucking guy.
Wasn't no, but see when there was no Lils. Like Lil wasn't a.
No, I'm just saying, like
Nah.
you put thought into it as opposed to just being, well, I'm gonna be
Little Baby.
yeah, or Lil Tay.
I like
It's the most generic rap name of all time, by
I
the
like
way.
the little names, like the Lils. That's cool. Like,
Well, at least your shit's original,
I got
bro.
An alter ego. It's like Lil Skinzo. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Lil Skinzo. Yeah.
So I was gonna tell you, a homie of mine, Diablo, who's Lil Pump's manager, he said some shit about you on his story, and it was like a picture of you, and he pretty much said, "Everybody out here jacking Lil Pump's swag." Did you see this?
I did see it, and like funny.
What is your like response to that? Because I don't think you guys sound alike.
Because I don't like. What was it? The Diablo or the picture itself? Like,
Just the Diablo shit, because like obviously everybody's got braids and color hair now.
Yeah.
You know.
So I didn't respond to him because like I actually saw him like a few weeks later.
Okay.
And like we had a talk, you know what I'm saying? So everything's cool between us. You know what I'm saying? He was just trolling. That's the thing, everybody trolls. But the old Lil Pump thing, like that wasn't like that's not I can't control that. You know what I'm saying? Like we just both happen to be like Hispanic and like he has dreads and I have braids though. But like people are like I guess get that confused. But like I don't think I sound nothing like Lil Pump.
You don't sound like
and
him
to
at
be
all.
honest, we look nothing alike either.
Honestly, I
So-
just gotta borrow your shit. Just like literally, just gotta borrow your shit. And you actually use a lot of melody.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't see that happening a lot. Like especially with that comparison.
Oh yeah, Lil Pump is there's no melody
There's
there.
no melody in Lil Pump shit.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Shout out Lil Pump though. You
No,
know what I'm
I
saying?
fuck
Like
with Pump's music.
I fuck with anybody who's winning. There's no problem.
I'm
with
a
Lil Pump.
31-year-old man who appreciates Lil Pump.
Yeah.
For the record.
Now, you say where'd you grow up primarily in Jersey?
Well, like I have a crazy life. Like I had a crazy life.
What
Like,
happened, man? Tell us. Give us the shit. Give us the fucking the bio here.
I got you. So I was born in Hialeah, Florida / Miami. It was my mom and my dad, and my dad ended up going to prison. He did like a 3-year bid.
Okay.
So when he went to prison, my brother right there, Josh, he was just born, and so it was just me, my brother, and my mom. And during the time my dad was in prison, my mom found a new guy, which ended up being my stepdad. My stepdad was a cool guy, though. You know what I'm saying?
Still your stepdad?
Yeah, basically, because they ended up having more kids. So I can't. I come from a family of 7, like including me.
Oh, it's
7
lit.
of us.
Well, you're
wow.
Hispanic. Y'all,
Yeah.
you know
Yeah,
what I'm
mixed
saying?
family, yeah.
Y'all do the whole whoop, whoop, whoop,
Yeah.
whoop.
But like my stepdad always treated me good.
Way to be racist, Ed. Sorry, continue.
My stepdad always treated me good though. You know what I'm saying?
That's
He
what's up.
never treated me like any different. So while my dad was in prison, she found my stepdad, they had kids and everything. But while they had kids, they was doing like a lot of illegal stuff. Like my mom and stepdad was like credit card scamming.
Oh, they was scamming.
Your mom too?
That's
Yeah,
some
my
South
mom
Florida
too.
shit,
No,
man.
with the bullshit.
Identity fraud. Like,
Okay.
taking like she had like 5 names, bro.
She was on the dark web.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, yo, I would go to school, like, cause like I always had to change schools, cause we was on the run, but I was too young to know why we were. I didn't know.
Boy,
what was
you were
going on.
moving all the time.
I was moving all the time. Like I lived everywhere. Like I lived in Mississippi. I lived in North Carolina.
Holy shit.
South Carolina. Yo, Mississippi, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia,
Oh, my.
Connecticut.
The armpit of America.
I lived all in New Jersey, Atlantic City.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
bro. And
Florida.
this is all throughout.
Elementary school.
until I turned 12 years old.
Okay.
Until I turned, because 12 years old, I ended up moving with my dad. But so yeah, we're moving around everywhere because they're always on the run. Like there was like identity fraud, credit card scamming. Like my stepdad would like go to like country clubs or like theme parks. You know what I'm saying? Break open the lockers, take everything.
Everything.
Max out the credit cards. And we come back. He said he was going to work. He would dress up nice though, like suit and tie, all that. So
Wow.
he wouldn't even look like
Crazy,
yeah.
yeah.
And he would just blend in. And he would come back. We'd have all the flat screen TVs, all the video games. Like I had all the new toys. I'm saying like we was like somewhat well off.
It sounds like your childhood was lit.
Nah,
like
nah, yeah.
Not so much.
Hold on. There's a dark twist. So
This is where shit gets serious.
I don't see a downside right now.
yeah, no, the shit was
He's
lit.
gonna tell you how he ended up back with his dad. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Continue.
like, the shit was lit though. Like they was getting it. Like Bonnie and Clyde. Like they was really getting it. But I was too young to understand what was going on. So we ended up moving to Nevada, and
Vegas?
yeah,
Okay.
and like I never had stability. Like all that cool, that shit was cool and everything. But like deep down, like I wanted to be a kid. Like
No,
I never
you didn't
was,
know.
like-
You didn't
I
have
get to,
friends
like,
at school and
go
shit,
outside
I
right?
didn't get to
Play.
make friends. Yeah, I didn't go outside and play. Like I would go to school and like I was like an awkward kid because like my mom, I didn't even know my mom. My mom didn't tell me her name. I did not know.
What?
I did not know my mom's name till like years later. So like I
That's
would go because she
crazy.
had so many. She didn't want me to say something dumb.
Oh, and get her shit caught up.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, but
All
I didn't know that back then. So like I would go to school and like, what's your mom and dad's name? I'd be like,
Shit, I don't
Mom
know.
and dad?
No
my
say.
my mom's name is mom and my dad's name is dad.
Right.
And they'd be like, that's not their name though. What is their name? I'd just be like, I don't know. And like the whole classroom would just look at me like, what's wrong with this kid? And I would, like, you know what I'm saying? And like it was just so
That shit's
awkward and bad.
crazy,
Like I
bro.
never got to join the football team. I didn't do the
Yeah, you were
basketball
moving.
team. Like I didn't do nothing. I didn't have like the sleepovers. the
Well, y'all
birthday
couldn't
parties.
get too far indulged in one place.
Yeah,
because
That
you had
shit's
to get
crazy.
up
So,
Yeah, that shit sucked.
what ended up happening?
So we moved to Nevada, and my stepdad went to go do a job. Like he was went to go do his thing, and he ended up getting caught. And when he got caught, he basically he went to prison for like 5 years. And when he went to prison, it was just my mom and my 6 brothers and
Right.
sisters. She like couldn't handle it. Mind you, my mom was never like a good mom.
Right.
Like even
Hell
with
no,
my
she was
stepdad-
hitting licks.
Yeah, but she was never in the picture of my life. Like when my stepdad raised us.
Got you.
Like my mom was
Ah.
never there, like ever. She was never a thing. Like she was I don't know where she was. My mom was not part of my life. But she had to when my stepdad went to jail, she had to do something.
Right.
So she just wasn't ready to be a mom. Like she just panicked. She had like a midlife crisis. She sold everything, like, and like we lost our house.
This was in Vegas?
Yeah, this is Nevada. We lost our house. You know, we were like, I remember she was scared that she was gonna get caught. So she packed everything up. We went inside the minivan and like we just drove, and like with no destination.
Damn.
And, like for months, like we were sleeping like on the in parks.
So it was 7 of y'all?
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, we were sleeping in like parks, like sleeping in hotels, like sleeping on the streets, like in shelters. Like I was like I remember like getting the brown bag, like a food they give you the cold food. Like the shit was ass, bro. Like I was getting older. Like I didn't like my feet grew. I didn't have shoes.
Shit.
Like no haircut. Like my hair was like down to like here, bro. Like it was bad. And my brothers and sisters, like they were just so young. Like
Right.
and like we had drove to I remember we drove to Florida because we had family there. But then like to be honest, nobody wants to deal with 7 kids.
Hell
So, like,
no, that's a lot.
Family would like kick us out. And then from there we went to New Jersey. My mom had family in Jersey, and we had moved to Union City. And when we moved to Union City, that's when my mom kind of had like, I don't know, because my dad got out of jail. He only went to jail for 3 years.
Right.
So my dad never knew what was going on in my
He
life.
had been out.
Yeah, like he got out, and like my mom was just playing him. She didn't know he had a new man. He
Right.
didn't know we had 7 brothers and sisters.
Oh, shit.
And like she would tell me, if you ever tell your dad, like I'll make sure you never see your dad again.
Damn.
Yeah. So like I was scared. So like I never told my dad what was going on. Like even when we were homeless, like poor, my dad had no idea. My dad was still sending child support though. Like my dad was always
Solid.
he always took the responsibility to be a dad. He never like strayed away from responsibility.
Right.
So he was sending money like every week. Like he had a job to sending money. So she would use that money to like get us around. So she had like I guess she saved up some of the child support, and like she put us in like a studio apartment. Like you know those one room things. And my brothers and I remember she had a really bad gambling problem. So like she had to go to Atlantic City, and like she would like when she was in Atlantic City, she would like bring niggas to their rooms and like make get them drunk. They fall asleep. She take everything, be out, and like you know what I'm saying. She did a little more stuff too that I don't really want to get into it. You know what I'm saying. And yeah, she did a lot. But she would leave while she was doing that. She would leave us alone. So I was only 8 years old, staying by myself, raising me and my brother, because we're the oldest. So it was 2 of us. We're like 8 years old. He was probably like 7, and we were taking care of my brothers and sisters. Like I was changing Pampers. Like I was warming up bottles.
At 8.
Yeah, I had to be the man of the house, bro. Like I took on a large responsibility only at 8 years old. And one day my brothers and sisters were fooling around. They grabbed like the phone and like they called 911. Like I don't know why, and the cops came. Then we got split up for a little bit by DYFS.
Yeah.
And like we were staying like in foster homes and stuff like that. And then my mom eventually got us back. I forgot how she got us back, but like she had to like prove her worthiness or something. So she got us back. And then we moved to Philly. And then I didn't go to school for like a whole school year. Like I remember like I did like 5th grade. I didn't go to 6th grade. Like we like had to hide inside the house. Like I couldn't go outside because the neighbors would be like, "Why aren't these kids in school?" So I missed a whole year of school, and then it got to a point where like my mom like finally realized that like me and my brother had to get like a better life. You know what I'm saying? So she finally sent us to live with our dad. So I was probably had just turned like 12, 13.
Damn.
I moved with my dad, which happened to be he lived in Somerville, New Jersey. So I lived with my dad, and then that's where I was raised.
That's when life got better.
Yeah. I finally got stability.
Right.
I got everything. But like my mom still wasn't in the picture. She just like honestly, she caught wind of it because I've been like taking care of my brothers and sisters now because I got signed and everything like that. So like she tried to force herself on us. Like
recently since you've been popping.
Yeah. Like she made up all these weird ass shits. Like she was trying to say like she was sick. Send me like $20,000 so I could take care of the medical bills, like stuff.
So
like
what
that.
happened? So you and your brother, obviously, when you lived with your pops, what happened to your other brothers and sisters? They stayed with her.
They stayed with my mom, and they stayed in like really bad, like worse condition. Like we had it bad, they ended up getting it worse. Yeah. Because me and him were there to protect them. You know what I'm saying? We sheltered them.
You
from
guys
all
were
the
like a
bad
buffer
stuff.
from all
so
the
like
shit.
When we left, it got bad because then she started leaving them with like strangers, like these like grown ass men who like. Honestly, don't give a fuck about my brothers and sisters.
Of course not, yeah.
So like my brothers and sisters would like tell me like, you know, they made us eat out the trash. They locked one of my brothers is Christopher. They locked Christopher in the basement with the lights off, and like
what?
They just let him cry. Like it was bad, bro. Like it broke my heart hearing all that stuff. And like for a long time, I felt like, yeah,
that's terrible.
Listen,
man.
bro, let me tell you something. This is a fucking crazy ass story. I heard shit like this in a long time.
Yeah.
So your other brothers and sisters, are they of age yet?
They're like all like 12, 13, 14.
And they still with your mom?
No. So my mom, she had them living like that until my stepdad got out of jail. Your
stepdad's out now.
My stepdad got out of jail. He got out, I think, like 2014 or 2015. And like
so
he was just like my dad. He was just like my dad. Like got right to his responsibility.
Step back in.
Yeah. And he basically like took my brother, like obviously he didn't know what was going on.
Right.
Like she would write him and like telling him everything is fine when everything
Which was all
not
bullshit.
fine. So he came home. He's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, where's David? Where's Josh? Like, what happened? You said everything was fine. And yeah, he took my brothers and sisters. He went to Florida.
So they're in Florida chilling.
Yeah. And then like she's just never in the picture.
She's
like,
just kind of
she like tries to come around.
gone in the wind.
Yeah, like she'll like, yo, recently though, like I sent, like after I signed my deal, I sent my brothers and sisters like X amount of money. And she fucking came to the house. She like somehow found out. And she was like, cause they live in a like small, they live bad. Like,
Right.
They're still like poor.
Right.
But like they're with their dad. So that's the good part. Like, I guess like, you know what I'm saying? So like she came to the house saying like, yo, we have I'm gonna get you guys a good house. Like she brought them to a house viewing and everything. And like I sent my brothers and sisters the money. She took the money and disappeared.
Damn.
To this day?
To this day.
That shit's
And
crazy,
and
bro.
She'll hit us up on Instagram. Well, like I blocked her on everything. Like I don't talk to her. But like my brother Josh still has her on Instagram, so he sees the messages coming in. And like she's just, yeah, she
That's crazy.
she stole the money from her. And she's the type of person, I'll tell her like, you know, you stole like this much money away from me, right? And that'll just fly past her.
So I think like a lot of the music that you're kind of like known for is like more lighthearted type shit. But is there any part of your music where you're gonna touch on that shit? Because that sounds like
That's a movie,
classic.
bro.
That sounds like a classic album, bro.
Yeah.
That sounds like five mics in the source.
I've like I got a lot of stuff I've been working on, and like I've touched upon like I've little stuff here and there about my past, but like what got me popping was like the Love Blast record.
Right.
You guys heard that?
Yeah.
That's what got me real popping, and like that's when like, cause like I used to write my music like all the time, but like when I recorded Love Blast, I just got out of like a bad relationship. Like I was dating this girl for like 6 years, and like I was really attached to her. You know what I'm saying?
Like dependent on her.
Yeah, like I was like, yeah, shit. And like when we broke up, it kind of like hit me by surprise, and like my whole world kind of came crashing down. Like that's when like I dyed my hair, I braided my hair, like.
And this was this last year?
Yeah, no, this is November 23rd. November 23rd.
Oh, shit.
This is when I dropped the song. So when I changed up my whole look after we broke up.
Why?
I don't know, like
It was just a way to express yourself?
Yeah, it was a
or-
way to express myself, and like the shit worked, cause like then I put up the snippet of Love Blast, and like Love Blast, I was saying that was about like her in a way, and like that I when I recorded that song, I just went in the booth and said whatever was on the top of my mind. I didn't write anything. It was just a freestyle.
That's dope, man.
And like ever since that happened, I've just been doing that. Like that's what I do now.
So this girl obviously sees you're popping now.
Yeah.
She tried to get back in the picture.
So like when she finally caught wind, you know what I'm saying? Cause like I still have feelings for her, and like we had been through so much. So like I kind of like brought her back into my life for a little bit, but then like it didn't work out. Like shit wasn't the same, and like I don't know, like it just wasn't the same. And,
Just-
like, I'd heard so many stories about her. Like,
right. Yeah,
other
it was like
niggas
over. Yeah.
other niggas and shit like that, and like it was just bad. But like we had shared so much together, cause like you know what I'm saying?
6 years,
'Cause
a long time.
She had cancer while we were together.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, like that
What
shit's
the
crazy.
fuck?
I never this is my first time sharing that.
Right.
I've never told anybody in like my music life. Like
Right.
she had cancer, and like I went her with her chemo. Like I saw her,
Treatments, all
like,
that shit.
I saw her like, you know what I'm saying?
She's
like,
good now though.
Yeah, she had
Yeah.
beat it 100%.
Dope.
And like sadly we broke up, but like that's the thing, we had shared like a lot
But
together.
you were through the mud with her for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Do you notice that because like traditional, well, I'm from out here, I'm from LA, from the west, on the West Coast, traditional like Hispanic households is usually like a lot of love, and that's what you know the Hispanic culture
Yeah,
for.
bro,
It's,
yeah.
it's family over everything.
Yeah.
So your shit is completely the opposite.
Opposite, bro. I used
Do
to
you-
I used to go to like my friends' houses. They'd be with their moms, like
Spanish people,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Spanish moms are like just so attached to their kid. I mean, I'm sure every mom's attached to their
Right.
kid, but like Spanish
No,
moms,
Spanish shit is different.
yeah,
That
like
shit
I
is-
never had that, yo. I was always like low key jealous of everybody.
I was going to ask you that, like, where some of your friends have a different household dynamic,
Yeah.
even with your relationship, because I noticed that just even some of my friends that I grew up with in Linwood out here, like, they are all, like, family, and it be, you know, they'll live in the house till like 40. Because they just want to keep the family together and all that kind of shit. And your shit is completely the opposite. So I want to get your perspective on that.
Yeah,
Like heritage versus what's actually happening.
yeah, that shit was like
Out the window.
I was jealous, like of like low key, not jealous, but like it kind of bothered me because like my dad had to be my mom and my dad. My dad could only do so much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He could only teach me how to be a man. There was times where like I needed like that female figure in my life, because like, you know what I'm saying, like I didn't like I don't know, like I treated girls like really like different, you know what I'm saying, because
Right.
I still had that image of my mom, so like
You didn't really fuck with it like that.
yeah, I really needed a female like figure in my life. Like I needed a mother in my life, and I never had one. And the time passed though. Like I'm like past that, and like
I noticed that even Kev touched on it, that your music is a lot more upbeat. Like it's more lighthearted, than you really should tap into this shit.
Yo,
bro.
that shit'll give you a career for life, bro.
Bro,
Like
when I'm
if you,
telling
because there's people out here who relate to that shit, man.
When I'm telling you, bro, tap in.
Yeah.
Like how you say, man, I never even told nobody that shit.
Because all this
Talk
like
about that
SoundCloud
shit.
rap shit, that shit is cool. You gonna get checks. You got a nice stack of bread right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I hate to refer to the J. Cole record, you know, but like that's the shit that like when you can like relate with motherfuckers' pain and shit, that's the shit that like, you know, you could go on world tours with that
I've
shit.
touched on all that. Like I'm not a SoundCloud rapper. Like
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying like
I may have started on SoundCloud,
Right.
but I'm gonna be a worldwide artist. Like I'm gonna be like.
No, I believe you, man.
How do you feel about records, or not even records, but how do you feel about that perspective, like in that title, like SoundCloud rapper, and then like the mumble rap, and then like that like the classic.
I don't think you're a mumble rapper.
I don't think you're a mumble
You don't
rapper.
sound like- yeah.
But I'm just saying, how do you feel about that? Like it does not.
You probably get boxed in a lot just because you're, you know.
I mean, like when I go, like I'll like look at the comments, like before anyone's even like heard my music, they already stereotype me.
Yeah, of
Like,
course.
Oh, Little Pump, like
Yeah.
and you never even heard my music, and my music's actually like really good. Like I
No,
really
it's dope.
like, you know
I
what I'm
fuck with
saying?
your shit, man.
Yeah, like that kind of sucks, but like I know eventually everyone's gonna open up, because like I'm gonna be the talk of the town, like talk of the world.
Yo, you went back home. Video is crazy. Was it your high school you pulled up to? Your old high school?
I pulled up to
And
my
it was
high,
a Ferrari you were in?
I was in a Lamborghini.
A Lambo?
I pulled up, yo, this shit crazy, because like I knew, like I don't want to sound cocky, like I know I'm lit and everything, but like I didn't know like my town was
How lit?
Yeah, I didn't know how lit. Like I'll go places, I'll get stopped, people take pictures of me. It's not that big of a deal. I went back home, and like everybody knows where I live home. Like I came to see my grandma and my dad.
Right.
I came to see my grandma, and everybody knows where I live. So when like people got word that I was back home, I kid you not, bro, like the whole high school, the middle school, and elementary school like pulled up to my house,
That shit's
Like,
crazy.
To the crib?
to my crib, because I live. It's a small town.
Oh, so everybody know what it is.
Everybody pulled up. Everybody's asking for pictures and stuff like that. And then like I pulled up to the high school, and like everybody's coming outside. Like my friends, I still have friends that like are cool with teachers. So like the teachers were calling my friends, and they're telling me like, "Hey yo, they're saying because it's like last period. It's like
Right.
8th period. Nobody's paying attention in class. They keep looking out the window because you're outside."
That shit's
And like,
crazy.
it's crazy. Like it's crazy.
How did your family react to that? Like react to that type of popularity for you?
So like my dad was really like my only like family member. Like I'm really like all my.
Well, you
other
said your
family-
grandma's house.
Yeah,
though.
my grandma just moved in with us because my grandfather had passed away, and so like she needed somewhere to stay because like she's very old, she can't like function by herself. So she had just moved in with us, so she kind of just saw all this happen.
Yeah,
I was only living she was only living with us for 2 months, and like I just got popping like maybe like 3 months ago.
The one thing I noticed about you is that we get a lot of these guys up here, a lot of the new young dudes. We've pretty much interviewed everybody, at least I have. And a lot of times cats are just out of it, bro. Like it's they in the lean coma, they on the
Zoned
Xan.
out, drugged out.
You actually you know, you
You're
seem
here.
like
Yeah, I don't smoke. Like I've probably tried it like maybe once or twice.
you don't even smoke weed.
I don't smoke at all.
Me either.
I had a bad trip. Like I took edibles one day.
Oh,
and,
the
like,
edible ruin your life.
I threw up.
Yep,
like
me too.
everywhere.
I've
I died and came back to life.
Yes.
Y'all died and came
I
back
have
to
had
life.
that
I
same
really did, bro. Like there's a video. Like my brother has a video, bro. Like that shit was bad. And like drinking, I drink like occasionally. Like it's gotta be like a lit ass vibe, and like I gotta be like just real happy.
Yeah.
Like there's gotta be like mad pretty girls around, and like I gotta just like it's lit.
So for the most part, you're chilling. You ain't really
Yeah.
off no shit.
And like I've like sipped lean occasionally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like cause like that shit just puts me to sleep. Like I could sleep like a baby after that. But like as far as like popping pills and stuff like that, like nah, I don't really. That's not.
That's what's up, bro.
Like-
I'm happy to hear that because I know like you would get that label put on you
like,
automatically.
I'm actually like really different from everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like even my music, like all this new music I'm working on, like it sounds like you would think there's 3 people on a song. When
It's just
hear
you.
all- yeah, it's just me because like I got so many like melodies and like I go high pitch, low pitch. And like,
Right.
it's just, and like, I really talk about like stuff that like I went through, but like I put some light on it. Like my music is like of like bad personal experience mixed with like shining light on it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm I feel like I'm an underdog. You know what I'm saying? Like I rose from the ashes. Like,
No, that's real shit, bro. I was just telling you that. Like, I think that I'm glad you did this interview because I think
Man, I'm so glad.
a lot of people probably put you in that box. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
I was gonna say, for the record, how much money you just walking around with out here in LA? Because this is show the camera this.
Yeah, this
Are
is
these
like-
all hundreds?
Yeah. There's like a few 20. There's like few 20s, but like this is $20,000. I'm just walking around with. Like this is like just.
Let me ask why. You gonna go buy something?
You never know when you're gonna buy something. You know what I'm saying?
what you gonna buy this 20 racks though?
A fucking belt or
I
something?
take care of all my people. You know what I'm saying? Like these are all my.
He like, yep, that's true.
These are all my peoples. You know what I'm saying? So everybody got to eat. You know what I'm saying? I can't.
So you get you
20 bands.
You're officially signed. You said you got a deal. So
Yeah.
talk about your label situation.
So when I dropped Love Blast, like the second day it was out, it was on the new and hot charts on SoundCloud, and when
Right.
it was like number 9. And when that happened, I checked my Instagram DM. I had like A&Rs from everywhere.
Just all up in your shit.
Yeah, like I like Alamo. Alamo was one of the first people I took a meeting with.
Right.
And then after Alamo, it was like APG, 300, Atlantic, and Interscope. Like they all wanted to sign me. And I got a phone call from Chubby Baby. Y'all know him?
I know of Chubby.
I
I've
know
never
of-
met you.
Yeah, Chubby Baby. And he was like, I'm L.A. Reid's boy. I want to, L.A. Reid wants to meet you. And I was like, Chubby Baby.
What kind of name is that?
Yeah, I was like,
So you hopped on the Google?
yeah, and I was just about to sign the Interscope too. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even Google him. I was with my manager, and I asked my manager, "You heard of a Chubby Baby?" He was like, "Oh yeah, he's legit.
He's legit,
He's
right.
legit." But I was just about to sign the Interscope, but I was like, you know what? It's like a good opportunity to meet L.A. Reid. Like L.A. Reid is
Of
a
course.
legend. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So like, they were just like, just come by and meet him. You know what I'm saying? Don't. It's not no sign. There's no
Right.
nothing like that. Just come by and meet him. So I was like, all right. They sent us the address. I come meet him, and then like we just connected. Like he saw like something in me that like nobody has ever saw. Like I played two songs, and like just like off the touch of our handshake and just from him looking at me, he was like, "Yo, like you're a star." And like that's coming from L.A. Reid.
Right.
L.A. Reid is like worked with like everybody.
Yeah, you don't take that
Everybody.
lightly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Because he would tell you to your face.
Yeah,
Like you trash or you know what I'm
and I
saying?
only
Like,
played 2 songs, you know what I'm saying? And like he was like, do we have a video? Like we have so much stuff. Like he was really like,
He was vibing.
yeah, like, he was going
bouncing,
crazy,
yeah.
yo, like yo, and like he was just like, yo, like I want you, like I wanna be a part of like whatever you're doing. And I was like yeah, like let's do it. And then he like, you know what I'm saying, we talked out numbers and everything like that. And like he reached out to my lawyer and their lawyers and whatever. And then yeah, I signed to L.A. Reid. He had like his own he like just started his own
new
label.
shit, yeah.
Yeah, it's called Hitco. So like I'm signed to Hitco.
bet.
And yeah, I signed like a $5 million deal.
That's
Damn.
crazy.
Yeah.
Now
like,
now $5 million is recoupable though.
yeah, I didn't get it all up front, you know what I'm saying?
So I'm
It's
just
like-
saying,
it's like
just-
mixed in.
just be
It's in
careful.
the, yeah, no, I know, man, I'm so like,
I feel like you're smart.
I feel like he's really smart.
I'm smart and like I
He also
believe-
got a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Not the best investment.
That's just fact.
I believe, yo, I believe in my craft so
Should've got
much.
you
After we give you all the props for being
Get you a
smart,
nice
but he got
Prius.
Lamborghini. Oh,
Yeah.
You got to stunt though, you know.
yeah.
Yeah, no, of course, you know.
You lived enough life for it.
Yeah, I got to stunt on everybody who didn't believe. People always say like, "Why do you stunt so much? Why do you gotta do this?" And I'm like, bro, like you don't understand. Like,
What I've been through.
forget about let's just scratch out. We forget about the homeless stuff. We forget about all that. Coming up, trying to make music in my town and like everywhere else around, no one took me serious. Everybody laughed at me. Like everybody I knew went to college. I didn't go to college. Like I didn't know what was gonna happen. I didn't know what the future had in store for me. Like, and so many people like looked at me like with their heads down, like this kid is nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then finally, like, bang, like I told you so.
Why do you think that a lot of people from your generation feel the same way? That's why they go so hard on the internet, like flexing, stunting, like
Yeah, of course. Like I think if you're like in this music business, you definitely like felt like nobody believed in you. But like the difference between me and everybody else is I say it. Like none of y'all niggas believed in me. Like, I don't ever see nobody saying that.
Right.
None of y'all niggas believed in me. Y'all was shitting on me. And, like, I believed in myself and I chased my dreams. And now I'm here. And now you're going to suffer the consequences. And the consequences is you're going to see me.
You're going to see me on Instagram.
Every day. You're going to
see me on World Star.
You're going to see me when I come back to Jersey. I'm driving around my hood in a Lamborghini. I'm waving to the people who didn't fuck with me.
Oh, look. If I'm
honking the horn.
I'm so petty. Don't let. I would have pulled up to your ex's crib like, hey.
No, yo. So funny story. I didn't tell nobody. I pulled up to her job as soon as I landed. In the
Lamborghini?
Yeah, she worked at a tanning. Yeah, in the Lamborghini. She worked at a tanning salon. I honked the horn like mad loud. She ain't come outside. I went inside. I had like $50,000 on me with my chain out and all that. And I was just like, yo, like, hello. Like,
I just want to say hi.
Yeah, I just want no. You know what I'm saying? I went in there.
I'm not here for a tan.
No, fuck that. I went in there. No. I said I want a tan because she works the. I want a tan. She had to explain all of the different packages to me. I was like, which one is this? Which one is that? Yeah, and her boss is right there. But I still got all this money out like this. Like I'm like this.
Did you end up getting the tan?
No, I was like, you know what? I don't want it anymore. Have a nice day. You know what I'm saying? I threw some money and I
That's the type of shit I'd have did.
Yeah, bro.
I respect your level of pettiness.
And then I just like, cause there's a window where you can see outside. So like I pulled out the Lamborghini and I just left. I stayed there for like 10 minutes, playing the music really loud.
You know, in some states that would be considered stalking. by you sitting outside, you know what I'm saying?
We'll talk about the level of strange you're currently getting. By strange, I mean girls whose vaginas you've never had before. Strange vaginas. That's what I mean.
Nah, yo.
How are the chicks right now, man?
Ever since I got verified, like I got the badge, bro. Like I slide on everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to fuck with what's her name? Victoria Justice.
Victoria Justice. I gotta follow her.
Yeah.
You remember her? She was in that show, like
Disney show.
Yeah, it was a Disney show. I forgot which one. Yeah. There we go. Like,
shout out to the creepy ass camera guy, Tommy. He knows what's up.
Yeah.
Wow.
I need Victoria Justice.
Have you banged any IG thoughts with north of 100,000 followers yet?
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really want to like get into that, but like you know what I'm saying? I be getting mine. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm that nigga.
All right, so look, okay, this is what I want to talk to you about too. That's why I asked where'd you grow up, because how do you like? Because I know how people where I come from feel. How do you feel about the N-word? Because I know you use it and stuff like that. But is that a thing? Like versus where is you think it's a cultural thing? Like where do you feel like that? Like how do you feel about that?
Like,
is this nothing to you?
It's like, cause like I had all like I don't know, like black friends growing up. Like I was like, you go to like where I live at, like I was always on like the other side of town.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's like where that's all like you know what I'm saying? All black people, like those are I was cool with all. Those are all my homies. It was never like a thing. Like it's just part of like.
It's part of the language.
Yeah, it's like bro. It's like bro.
No, and the thing is, I argue with people about this because I agree with you.
I think if you're like, I don't want to like. I gotta choose my word. Like, I don't want to offend nobody. I think if you're white though, like it's kind of weird. When
you should not say it.
Yeah. But like Spanish.
I know you're Hispanic. Are you Dominican, Puerto Rican, Mexican?
So my mom is Puerto Rican and Dominican, and my dad is Colombian. So I'm Puerto Rican, Colombian, and Dominican.
Now the thing, that I agree with you, and to me it's not weird because, like I said, I grew up with nothing but Mexicans. Yeah. And it was a normal thing for us. Yeah. From where I grew up, we grew up, like out here in LA, like the way our hoods are set up, we have like, say if I'm from this hood, we have a Mexican faction of that hood. You get what I'm saying? Exactly. So like, it's not odd to me, but the rest of the country and everybody who be.
I think the East Coast is like with Puerto Ricans and Dominicans. I think that
we part of the group, y'all
it's all, yeah.
So like it's okay to say it. Like it's never been.
J-Lo.
No one has ever.
J-Lo said the N-word on I'm Real. Remember that?
Did she? Oh yes, she did say it.
No, nobody is. I don't.
So the thing is, me personally, I'm used to it from people that's not black because of how I grew up. I understand where people are coming from.
Have you caught any flack for it at all?
Bro, growing up, it was never a problem. I go on Instagram now and people will say, "Did he just say the N-word?" I'm like, "What?" Like that's not.
Do people ever think you're Caucasian?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that might be why, because you look like you could be like.
I don't think that's why though. I think most people, a lot of people coming from the black community, a lot of people take offense to it, no matter who says it.
Right.
It could be you could be Mexican, you could be Puerto Rican.
If you go to the Bay, there's the Asian dudes in the Bay, bro.
Filipinos, everything. And that's what I'm saying. I think it's more of a geographic thing of where you're from.
I think it's part of our culture, like the hip hop culture, you know what I'm saying? Everybody says it. Like, it's not like, it's just.
So you don't have a problem with it? You don't think
say it?
Nah.
I don't say
But you say you do think that white people shouldn't say
I think it's a
'Cause
little.
Kev is white.
It's a little. Weird.
I don't say
it depends
it.
what
I never
type
said
of.
it.
I don't know. Like I don't want to classify nobody or like stereotype nobody, but like it depends the type of white you are. I guess. Like
I don't know what
what I'm
that
saying.
means.
Like there's like the really.
Explain yourself.
There's like. There's like the really like. Rich white people. That's
Right.
weird if you say it, but then like if
So
you
it's a
was
class thing.
If you was in the hood with us, like you know what I'm saying. If you was like struggling, you know what I'm saying, hustling with us. I've seen like white people say it like that like was in the hood with us, so it's like it's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? But then like if you were like a college kid and like or like getting like straight A's and like your mom and dad's like,
So
that's a
wait,
little weird if you
hold
say-
on, because they gonna crucify
Yeah,
you.
let me stop.
Hold on.
Man. Like,
Yeah,
y'all
don't
about
do
to
that.
Save him,
marry me.
DJ
Y'all about
Head,
to
save
marry me.
him.
Because what's gonna happen is they're gonna take that as you're saying that because if you come from poverty, you're allowed to say it, or versus somebody who's well off,
Yo,
you're not allowed.
everyone's allowed to say it. I'm not like.
I disagree with that. That's not no.
Okay, yo.
Everyone's not allowed to say it.
I'm
but
staying very quiet here.
but I think that what this is what I wanted to tell
I
you.
say it. If you say it around me, I don't have a problem with it.
There you go.
I'm gonna get high.
What the fuck is that?
I'm just sniffing
I thought you
markers.
had some bullshit. White people, some white folks shit.
White
All right.
people shit. God bless it.
But no, but on real shit, I'm really glad that you came in here because I'm one of those people who would definitely be like, yeah, I don't know. And then I go off subject matter of your music. So if it's like all drugged out,
I mean, he
and
got the
shit,
Pink Choppers, record.
Yeah, that was like.
First of all, let's talk about this whole pink gun thing. I know Soulja Boy made the colorful Draco thing a thing. Can we retire this, please? I can't.
You know,
I can't take you serious
That's
if
the
you pull a
but
pink
see,
gun
that's
out
the
on
type
me.
of stuff like you see. You're talking about the song right now,
Right.
only for the simple fact that it has a pink gun.
So yeah. I mean,
You know what I'm saying? So you know how many other people went to tune in, told a friend, "Yo, this kid has a fuck the song. This kid has a pink gun in his song." Like everybody, that you know what I'm saying? It brings attention. You know what I'm saying? And in this type of industry, you want everyone to talk about you, whether it's bad or good.
So you're like obviously you're in that era in your in hip hop where like you said everybody is trying to kind of just out viral each other.
It's just trolling, yeah.
It's like you're trolling or you're doing some wild shit on Instagram or it's almost like what can I do to get my IG shit up and then the music file. There's like guys who I mean if you look at like we had Supreme Patty in here.
Oh,
this
yeah.
this
That's
kid's
bro.
He's
That's bro.
he's the homie. We actually
Yeah.
squirted lemon in my eye with him.
Yeah, I love that.
I love him
I
for
consider
that.
that.
No,
to be,
he's the shit, but he's making music now.
Yeah.
Because fuck it, why not?
I love that whole thing.
That's what I'm saying. It's not get it by any means. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with getting a bag.
No,
You know what I'm
100%,
saying?
bro.
However
Secure
you
the
do
bag.
it, however you did it, like, just, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that.
So
Like, everybody got to eat.
You mentioned earlier like Mac Miller and Wiz and all that shit and ASAP when you was growing up, but like who musically who would you say your main
So, like,
influences
my
are on your style?
My favorite rapper was Eminem. That's my favorite rapper
Of all time.
Yeah, because growing up with the type of life I had,
Bet.
You could relate.
yeah, like that's
100%.
like that. Like I heard cleaning out my closet, and like I was like, yo, like he was talking about his mom and stuff like that, and like yo, I could relate to him 100%. Like Eminem, like that's how I discovered hip hop. That's what made me fall in love with music,
Bet.
and like I'm a huge fan of Eminem till I die. And yeah,
This last album was some bullshit though.
yeah, like I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Like I'm saying, like he's just like he's in a different
No,
zone.
he's
you know what I'm
obviously-
Let me
saying?
ask you a
Yeah.
question.
Like, he's still the GOAT.
I like to ask this when people say shit like that. Eminem, he hits you up he's like, man, I really want to jump on one of your songs, right?
Yeah.
He does the feature, sends you to 16, but it's trash. Do you tell him?
I mean, like I wouldn't
Do
think.
you ask him to do it over again?
Hell no. You
Nah.
take the M verse.
I don't think it's gonna be trash. Though,
If
'cause
it's I'm
Eminem.
talking about it's trash. Like it's garbage.
That's a crazy hypothetical because like I don't think that
You
would
take
that
the
would
M
happen.
verse.
Do you-
But you know what I'm saying?
As
If
the
it
biggest
happened to be
Eminem
trash-
fan, do you send the verse back like with some notes?
Ooh.
Like, you know what? Maybe
See
you could
this chair?
change the third bar.
Fucking shit.
You know what I'm saying?
if it really came to it being trash, you know what I'm saying? I'm an honest person and like
If he asks you,
if he asked me, yo, bro, what you think of it? I'm be like, bro, like shit was hard, but like this good, you know what I'm saying? But like it's honesty. But it's honesty, you know what I'm saying? Men, as a man, if we one-on-one,
right?
you know what I'm saying? Not through text,
Yeah.
not on Instagram, or one-on-one, sitting together, nobody's in the room.
No, then that's different.
We're going to have a man-to-man conversation. You know what I'm saying? That's honesty. That's a good quality. And you know what I'm saying? You should never get mad at somebody being honest with you.
I agree with you.
And that's like as a man, you should be able to respect
that. I
You know what I'm
100%.
saying?
Yep.
Exactly.
So
I like that. I
Mixtape
fuck with
album.
it.
What's next? I know the tour with 24 Hours is coming up with 24, which should be dope. But like, do we have a full project coming?
So I got like over like 100 songs recorded. and I'm still like trying to like figure. I do want to release a project. I got like songs with PNB Rock. I got songs with Fetty Wap. I got songs with 24
Jersey.
Hours. Yeah.
The next project will be under LA Reid shit.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
So no more freebies, no more. Okay, yeah.
But like I am gonna release a project. I just don't know when yet. But like I got like I'm working on some big stuff. You know what I'm saying? Fetty, that's my bro for life. He was one of the first people like before the music to ever like acknowledge me.
How far are you from Patterson?
Like 30 minutes away. I used to live in Patterson too when I was going through the struggle. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Fetty's my bro for life.
That's dope, man.
He was the first nigga to acknowledge me in this music shit before anybody else.
Who else like I know 24's been a big fan of yours, but who's another artist who's like, reached out or that you fuck with on some creative shit?
PNB Rock, obviously. Like PNB, me and him got mad close. That's bro. 24 had brought me out to a show with Ty Dolla $ign.
Ty's incredible, of course, yeah.
And it was the last stop of the tour.
I saw that.
Everybody was backstage. And when I went there, like I saw Sway Lee. I went to go dap up Sway Lee, and he was like, "Yo, bro, I fuck with you."
Word.
So like that was dope.
That's dope, man.
I just got back from Rolling Loud. I went to Rolling Loud. I was surprised. Everybody knew who I was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I linked up.
Rolling Loud is like the internet all backstage. It's like you were just walking around inside of the internet.
Yeah. Everybody was there. I
remember Rolling Loud out here. I was like, holy fuck. It's like everybody from fucking academics and Instagram.
Yeah, that's how it was. It was dope though. I got a free Xbox. They gave me a free Xbox.
Oh, it's lit.
Yeah, but like I linked up.
You're on Fortnite, right?
No matter how much money you got, you could always appreciate free game consoles.
Free Xbox.
Yo, I didn't think it was that deal. Yo, I got home, unboxed it. It had like 30 games.
Ah, shit.
What?
30
This
games,
lit.
free Spotify, free Netflix.
Yo, that's crazy.
Are you serious?
Yes.
So
They hooked it up.
At Rolling Loud, who did you run into? I'm sure you exchanged some info. Maybe
Yeah. I ran into Sababy, the pull up with a stick.
Baby, yeah.
That was crazy. He knew who I was. I was with Maxo Cream. Maxo
Cream's incredible.
Like that's all dope because
You gotta do a
I
record with
listened to
Maxo.
some of these people like before I was lit, and it's like wow, like you know who I am. Like that's crazy. I was with Ski Master Slump God. He also was like we went to dap each other up. And I was like, hey, yo, bro, my name's Skinny. And he said, Skinny from the 9, right? I was like, yeah, bro. He was like, oh, yeah, bro, you working. Like,
yeah.
we hear your name.
Ski Mask can actually rap too, man.
Yeah, Ski Mask was cool. I ran into, like, XXX Tentacion. Like, that's bro, too. Like, he's cool. Like, we didn't really talk that much. But like, he saw my face and, like,
so, yo, you noticed, like how you noticed the difference between XXX and all these other motherfuckers? When his album came out and he sold like 140,000 units.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's because of the pain, bro.
Shout
and you
out to
got
him.
that shit. Tap into that shit, bro.
Tap in, bro.
Tap in, bro.
Like I said, I'm the underdog of music. I go down to my DMs. All these kids, bro, like, you really inspired me. Like, you made me want to, like, I'm making music too right now. Like, you're making me want to, like, they heard back when I was broke. I heard back when I was broke. Heard back when I was broke.
Are you living here now?
Yeah, I just moved out here.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Bro,
well, welcome.
Listen, before you check out, I'm serious. Tap into some of that shit, bro. Like on some real shit. You'll be surprised the response you
This
get.
shit'll be lit, man. Just whatever you do, it's okay to troll, but just don't troll to Tekashi Trippy Red levels.
Oh gosh.
I fuck with both of them.
I don't know. I mean, they're both obviously. I think Trippy Red's dope. I like his music.
I like both their music. I think they're both equally like very talented artists. I'm not no sides. I fuck with 6ix9ine. I met him. I know him.
Right.
And Trippy Red, like I saw him at Rolling Loud. He was cool too. We didn't really talk, but you know what I'm saying.
Who do you want to work with? Like if you could like when you're out
like
in
right
drugs.
now,
yeah. Who do you?
I want to work with Drake.
Drake. Okay.
I like that. Go straight to the
Straight to the top. Straight to the top.
Drake, we need to work ASAP. I don't know. Drake be watching. Like
Who can't get a skinny verse?
anyone, like not anyone. Like if we're like on the same like level, we could like definitely work. But like who can't? It definitely be like people from my hometown who hated on me.
Fuck all
like,
of them.
Because everybody in my hometown makes music.
They probably have
and,
Timberlands on right now.
And they all, everyone in my hometown.
Shut the fuck up.
Everyone in my hometown wants to do a song with me.
Yeah,
Of course they do.
I remember you. You was talking shit about me. I remember you. You did not believe in me. I remember you. I sent you my link 5 times. You did not share it. You did not post it to anyone. I remember you talking shit with your friends on Facebook like this shit was funny. So like, nah, like we not doing a song.
All right, so this is how I want to end it. I want you to look in that camera. Wait, right here. Look in this camera right here and plead your case to Jasmine, the Jasmine chick.
Who's Jasmine?
I mean, I'm sorry. What's her name?
Who the fuck is Jasmine?
Victoria Justice.
Victoria Justice.
Oh, Victoria Justice. Oh, the chick you want to have sex with. Okay.
All right, so Victoria Justice, you know what I'm saying? It's Skinny
To the
from
mic.
9. You know what I'm saying? I just moved to Cali.
He got $20,000 on him.
I'm going to scoop you up in a Lambo, Ferrari, whichever one you want. We're going to go out. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a good time wherever you want to go. We're going to hop on a jet. We're going to go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have fun. It's all on me. Just hit my DM. I love you, beautiful.
Oh, my God.
I fuck with him.
Hey.
I fuck with Skinny from the 9, goddammit.
20 racks for that vagina. Let's go.
Fuck with you. Hey, bro. you got me. You know what I'm saying? You got me. I'm fucking with you.
Now it's time for him to freestyle. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding.
You know what I'm saying? That's going to cost another 20 bands.
You know what I'm saying?
Skinny
That's going
from
to
the
cost
9.
another 20 bands.
Bro.
Yo, which record are you working the radio?
Back when I was broke.
Back when I was broke. So let's introduce the record, man. We're going to let you introduce it to LA real quick.
Hey, yo, this is Skinny from the 9, and this is Back When I Was Broke, gang.
Hey, follow him on Instagram if you want to be entertained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Holla.
fucking with you, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Like,
West Coast.
this is all still, like, crazy for me. I'm like, it's like a dream come true. I appreciate every opportunity I get.